All right, so today a story caught our attention about a young lawyer who was accused by the NBA of posting videos and pictures of herself unclad and smoking marijuana. This lady, her name is Ifunanya Grant, I believe, Miss Ifunanya. And the story went viral, and she was a young female lawyer, posted herself, had half nude pictures on social media, has attracted the attention of the Nigerian Bar Association. And they actually said that, I'm trying to see the exact comment here. I can't find the comment exactly, but I'll get to that in a moment. But she bags herself as the baddest lawyer ever on social media. Now, obviously, many of us understand law as a very conservative profession, a noble profession, as they like to refer to themselves. And they're not very used to, you know, stuff like this, I would say. We've had situations where we've encouraged people to pursue their dreams, be all they can be who they are, and be there and say their truth and speak their truth. But when you have young people choosing their own lifestyle and still deciding to do the noble profession, how do we marry it? So you see a young girl who is doing her thing, posting on social media, having the half-nude photos, living her life as an adult. However, the profession she has chosen frowns at those kinds of pictures and videos. So what are your thoughts on it? And later on, we'll be having an SAN to enlighten us more on the ethics of that profession specifically, because we don't have Nima here to give us some insight. But what are your own general thoughts? Do you agree? Do you think Ifunanya should be left alone by the NBA? Or do you think she should have some kind of a redress to what she's done? What are your thoughts on it? You can call us on 081-764-1679, 0902-416-3440. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read the tweet. You know, it's so difficult for me to have this conversation because I'm just trying to how we can marry it, because I'm one of those people that believe that, listen, be yourself, and I will encourage young people to do their thing, not wrong things, obviously, but in this situation, this is a young, beautiful girl who is living her life, and then she's now a lawyer that many parents will be proud of. She has a wig and gown, you know, she calls herself the baddest lawyer. She's proud of her new profession. But why is the profession itself having difficulty in marrying her regular life and her professional life? Why is it so difficult for us to match it together? And what are your own thoughts? Tokwe, you want to jump in? Yeah,
lawyers, you know, the legal profession, they spend the years in the university conformed into wearing, you know, like you're not allowed to dress the way every other person in university dresses. You dress like a secondary school. Virtually, they wear the white shirt. They've tried to make it more stylish, a few of them, but it's very restrictive, because in actual fact, the legal profession, it requires restraint, it requires discipline, and it requires commitment to rights from being wrong. It requires you having values, because you know the law enough to manipulate the law. So you must have enough ethics to be able to walk that fine thin line. And they restrained their wardrobe to drive home that point, so that you carry the role that I am the law. You know the way they call, when you see lawyers, they, the law, as a way to hail them. So we ought to see that when we see you. So, and it's the girl, obviously, her social media page, how she portrays herself does not come across as someone who is cognizant of the fact that they drilled into her head for the number of years she was in university, law school to get the certificate. So like you, I want people to be able to freely express themselves. I feel like you can be slay today and totally brainy. Very brilliant. But I also understand the responsibility that to whom much is given, much is expected, and there are some careers that put the responsibility, pressure on you. So this, for me, is all shades of you are not a lawyer when you look like that. Maybe she will have a page that is incommunicado for that, but no, this is wrong.
So for me, I feel like this is a conversation about social media and the lines being blurred, social media and reality. Because the truth is that we all have our personal lives. So we're seated here, we're all dressed decently and appropriate and professionally for the show. But when we go to our homes, we dress the way that we feel most comfortable in a different way. And if they were to put cameras in our homes, maybe some people would think you have no right to be sitting at this table because of the way you dress at home. And so the question for me would be that, is it okay for the NBA to use your social media presence to determine if you are a good lawyer or a bad lawyer or a lawyer with values? If I am at the beach in my bikini and doing stuff, you know, if I'm hanging out at a concert and just doing what people that do at concerts do, is that right for the NBA to take those pictures in my personal life and determine that I am not a good lawyer because of that? And then it will lead to the next conversation of, should I then have a social media presence that is of two different types? One where I keep only those who are close to me or private to me. And then if you, MBA, finds yourself there, it will be, waiting, carry your eye, go there. And then I have one that shows who I am as a lawyer and person, because she couldn't have been dressing in these pictures to go for lectures. There was no way they would have called her to bar if she was dressing like this physically and sitting in class, you know, or attending to lectures and lecturers talking to her. So obviously there's a private life. You know, and so that's, for me, too, is the question. Have we completely blurred the line? Is social media now exactly who we are all over? So.
Let me come to you.
Yes, so the first time that I saw Ifunanya's Instagram page, months before the NBA reacted, I just thought she was one of those girls, thirsty girls online that just wanted to, you know, show off nice body, and of course, looking for men to devour. But when I scrolled down, out of curiosity, you know, you just look, you know, check what's there. And then I saw that she actually studied law and she was called to bar. So I'm thinking, what actually led to this? You've studied, you know, for 5 years in the university, so much hard work, and then you now resort to posting half-naked pictures online and smoking marijuana. There was even a particular post of hers, I think she has taken them down now. I saw her selling Rizzlers. You know, Rizzlers are those, yeah, selling Rizzlers. Rizzlers are those papers that they use to smoke the cannabis, and then she has crushers that she's selling. So I'm thinking, is this business more lucrative than the law that you studied for 5 years? And it just goes to show how these professions are being remunerated. I don't think that these professions are highly remunerated. They haven't painted, you know, that prestige of being a lawyer. Because if she knew what was at stake, I don't think she would want to pick her social media presence over the money or what she stands to gain as a lawyer.
We'll come to that in a moment.
The drug dealing.
The fact that now we have social media. Back then, they didn't have social media. A lot of lawyers probably had all sort of lifestyles that we didn't see it. But because when they wear their wig and gown, we don't know what they do, just like you said. So is it because of the new world? So should we therefore review these policies, these ethics of the profession? Because in this new world we're in right now, everything is blurred, as you have said it. So how do you differentiate? I mean, does this make her less of a lawyer? What if she's actually the baddest lawyer that you can get to defend you? And yes, she has her own lifestyle, but is it possible that NBA must confront the fact that we're in a new world and people are different? Let me take this call from Abdullahi and I'll come to you, Tokwe. Hello, thanks for calling, Abdullahi.
Hello?
You're live. Go ahead, please.
Actually, my name is Abdullahi Joe. I'm calling from Katsina State.
I need some volume, please.
Yeah, my name is Abdullahi Joe, just from Katsina State. In fact, I'm the assistant caller. Yeah. I'm trying to appreciate people are doing Morayo and their call. They are doing a very good job actually. I want you to keep up Allah's foundation. I'm very much happy with your competition. Keep doing a very good job. My regards to me, Akasha, and the rest. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you, Abdullahi.
Yes, thank you. I just wanted to say, right, because I had talked about nudity. This is a new information that we're hearing about her selling drugs, and you know how we are about
not the drugs, the Rizzlers, the cannabis products, the paper.
Yeah, she's part of the she's part of the line, the assembly line of cannabis. So I'm just saying that
differently. let's put the drug part of our life separately and talk about the nudity part of our life separately. So let's say that she is a lawyer, but loves to. She's body positive. That's the word. In case you are my age and above, that you don't know what body positive is. There's a movement, body positivity movement. They don't pack anything. They just wear nets and open everywhere. They're loving their body and accepting their body. Maybe she identifies as a body positive person and she wants to be free on social media. And she's nude and she still talks about her legal practice. Let's deal with that part. I have told a lot of young people nowadays, you don't understand. Your social media is your CV. Your social media is more vibrant than your CV self. Your social media tells me about you more than what you say with your mouth. I use your social media and I can tell you your life history. The truth is, psychologists now work with this digital social media creators to be able to detect. They know when you will get pregnant based on what you are researching and what you are watching. So your social media is your life. It tells me what you are thinking even when you don't know what you're thinking. So the fact that you are putting it there means that you are exposing your innermost secrets to the entire world. Wise people have created compartments. You can have 7 pages, you can have several pages. You have your public life and your private life. And you keep it, like Mariam said, keep your public life the way you want people to perceive you. And keep your private life the way you keep it to the people that are close to you.
But shouldn't we judge? So, for example, if I want to hire a lawyer who is unclad, who is like this, it's my choice. I say, you know what, I'm going to you, Ifunanya, because I believe you're smart enough to defend me. Now, I don't see that. So why, therefore, are we judging based on the principles or the ethics of the profession? If I choose, I'm not
finished my point. But I wanted to first say that you can have that separately because it is allowed, because you are entitled to. But if you now choose to merge the two of them, you will face the consequences, which is that people will judge you based on your outfit, which is you might lose your job based on what you posted. People have lost their job for tweeting. They didn't know their boss was on Twitter. They tweeted an annoying statement per time. We saw the way Bosu was grilled for something he tweeted years back. So social media is influencing your job, your life, your everyday, and you might be made to give accounts. It might make you lose your job.
So what is one man's meat is another man's point. So for example, if you tweet about, maybe let's just say you are pro-life or pro-choice or pro-LGBTQ, for example, in certain quarters, they won't hire you. But in certain quarters, they will. So so to you, you might judge me that I am half naked. But somebody else will be able to look beyond that and say, you know what, I want to hire you for it. So why are we therefore judging based on that? Because what I'm saying is that this new world is so blurred that we're no more judging each other.
No, social media.
This social media
blurred.
new world we are in right now
the same.
has somewhat blurred everything, where things are changing pretty fast. So those of you who are judging someone like this today, in the next 5 years, you'll probably be a minority. I'm just saying the reality.
You know, so this is just dealing with the pictures that I see, which look like beach pictures, like being at the pool pictures. And my question would be, if she had taken these pictures at the pool or at the beach or people like that, would it be a problem for NBA, or is it a documentation of it on social media that is the problem? So if I know that, this lawyer, fantastic lawyer, but we hung out with her last week and we were by the beach, we were at the pool, she had on this really lovely bikini that she wore, would it be a problem for her job? But the problem is that she documented it and she put it on social media. So I think we can put it on the table that now social media will be used as your CV, as you said, will be used as your CV. But then we are now talking to very young people who are coming up, who have always, while they were in school, have always used social media as a way to just document their life. They are having fun, they're excited. But now that you're going for, so, you know, one of them can come and say, but it's unfair. This is my life. This is how I've lived my life. And then you're not judging me on what's on my CV. I've come before you now. I've told you my job experience. I've told you my school and how well I've done and every other experience I have. And it's not important because you have seen pictures of how I used to hang out. So for me, I feel that NBA may have a problem with legally, you know, instilling that. I think they will have.
Adekunbi has been holding for a while. Thanks for calling, Adekunbi.
Yeah, good morning.
Sorry for keeping you. Go ahead.
Welcome. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, well, what I want to say, I'm sure when you go into a profession, I'm an accountant. When you go into a profession, you sign some oaths, you sign some. By the time you are taking up all those, by the time they are conferring you or instituting you into those professions, they give you an allegiance. You as a member of that, because you start as an ambassador, you portray that profession that you carry. So irrespective of whether it's your individual life or it's your social media life, I guess your social media life is like you even portray where you think nobody is watching. It defines you in the real sense of it. So if you are saying that it's a responsibility that you have put on yourself to say, I want to become a particular member of a body. So you must abide by the rules and guide the ethics of that profession. If your profession is saying you don't do this, and you are willing, because before you are inducted into those bodies, they already told you these are the things that you are responsible to do. Right. And it's so unfortunate that we have this to discuss this for a lawyer that knows the law, for a lawyer that knows what is expected of the person.
Thank you very much, Adekunbi. Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we continue the conversation. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.